the titan of industry, unveiling the ruthless legacy of Cornelius Vanderbilt. Hey there, folks. Today, we're diving into the life of one of history's most brutal businessmen, Cornelius Vanderbilt. Strap in because this story is as wild as it gets. Early life and beginnings. All right, so picture this. It's May 27th, 1794, in Staten Island, New York. That's the day Cornelius Vanderbilt came into this world. Now, he didn't exactly roll in with a silver spoon. Nope. His family was all about that humble beginnings vibe. They were descendants of servants who made their way to America. Money was tight, and young Cornelius felt the pinch early on. At just 11 years old, he made a bold move, dropping out of school. Yeah, you heard that right. School wasn't his jam. Instead, he rolled up his sleeves and got to work on his dad's ferry in New York Harbor. Talk about hustle. Ventures in ferry business. Now, here's where things get spicy. Vanderbilt wasn't content with just working for Pops. No, sir. He had big dreams. So at 16, yes, sweet 16, he borrowed $100 from his mom. With that, he snagged his very own sailboat. And thus, his journey in the ferry business began. This wasn't your average ferry ride, folks. Vanderbilt was a trailblazer, shuttling folks and freight between Staten Island and Manhattan like a boss. He wasn't just moving people and stuff. He was laying down the groundwork for his empire. Expansion and competitive strategies. Vanderbilt's in the ferry game, right? But he's not alone. Oh no, there are other players on the field. Competition's heating up, but Vanderbilt's not one to back down. Instead, he comes out swinging with a killer strategy. He starts slashing fares, offering rock-bottom prices that nobody else could match. And guess what? People love a good deal. Plus, his services were top-notch, always on time, always reliable. It didn't take long for word to spread. Vanderbilt became the go-to guy for affordable, efficient ferry rides. But he didn't stop there. Oh no. He took those profits and pumped them right back into his business. More boats, more routes, you name it, Vanderbilt was on it. Before long, he's the big cheese in the ferry world, leaving competitors in his wake. Transition to steamboats and innovations. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Vanderbilt's not one to rest on his laurels. He's always looking for the next big thing. And in the late 1820s, that thing was steamboats. Yep, he saw the potential in steamboat technology and jumped on it like a tiger on a stake. Out went the sailboats, in came the steamers. But it's not just about the tech, it's how you use it. Vanderbilt's tactics were ruthless, undercutting prices left and right, plotting strategic routes to dominate the market. Before you know it, Vanderbilt's steamboats are everywhere. He's hauling cargo, he's moving people, he's unstoppable. The man was a force of nature, revolutionizing transportation and making a fortune while he's at it. Influence of the War of 1812. All right, folks, buckle up for some wartime action. The War of 1812 rolls in, and guess who sees a golden opportunity? Yep, you guessed it, our man Vanderbilt. The American government rings him up and says, "Hey, we need soldiers moved, and we heard you're the ferry king." Boom. Vanderbilt's ships become the go-to for transporting soldiers during the war. This wasn't just a job. It was a game changer. The government contracts poured in, and Vanderbilt's star rose even higher in the transportation world. Personal life and controversies. Now let's dive into the juicier side of Vanderbilt's life, his personal drama. Behind the scenes of his professional success, Vanderbilt's personal life was like a soap opera. We're talking multiple marriages, some to relatives. Yep, you heard that right. And strained family relationships that would make your head spin. The man wasn't just a business tycoon, he was a complex character with a whole lot of controversy swirling around him. But hey, that's what makes history so fascinating, right? The highs, the lows, and everything in between. Vanderbilt's personal life was no exception. Expansion into railroad industry. Now hold on to your hats because Vanderbilt's about to make a seismic shift in his business empire. He's got his eyes on the railroad industry, and he's not playing around. Recognizing the massive potential of railroads, Vanderbilt strategically invests in them. But he's not just buying a few shares. Oh no, he's aiming for total domination. His plan? Consolidate all these scattered railway services into one massive network under his control. Monopoly? Anyone? And guess what? He pulls it off. Vanderbilt becomes the railroad kingpin, reshaping transportation in ways nobody could have imagined. Monopolistic practices and business strategies. All right, folks, let's talk business. Vanderbilt style. This guy wasn't playing by the rules. He was making them. Vanderbilt's business playbook was all about monopoly moves and aggressive strategies. He wasn't shy about undercutting prices to crush competitors. Oh no, he'd swoop in, acquire struggling businesses at bargain rates, and seal exclusive deals to keep his grip on the market tight. It was ruthless. It was cutthroat. But hey, that's how Vanderbilt rolled. California gold rush and entrepreneurial vision. Now picture this, it's the California gold rush and everyone's flocking west for that shiny gold. But Vanderbilt, being the savvy businessman he was, saw an opportunity. He set up faster and cheaper boat trips through Nicaragua, attracting hordes of customers eager to strike it rich. And guess who struck gold too? Yep, Vanderbilt. He rode the wave of the gold rush phenomenon, raking in profits like there's no tomorrow. Legacy and impact. Let's talk legacy now. Vanderbilt wasn't just about making money. He was about making history. His contributions to the transportation industry were game changers. He didn't just move goods and people. He transformed how America moved, paving the way for a modern transportation network. Sure, he had his controversies and critics, but you can't deny the impact he had. Vanderbilt's entrepreneurial vision and strategic genius left an indelible mark on the American economy that still resonates today. Philanthropic endeavors and final years. As Vanderbilt's story winds down, we see a different side of the man. In his later years, he turned some of that massive wealth towards philanthropy. One of his big moves, establishing Vanderbilt University, a testament to his desire to give back. But even in his final years, that aggressive streak didn't fade. Vanderbilt remained a force to be reckoned with until his death in 1877, leaving behind a legacy that's as complex as it is impactful. His life continues to be studied, debated, and celebrated as a symbol of American entrepreneurship at its finest. And that wraps up our journey through the life of Cornelius Vanderbilt, the titan of industry and the most brutal businessman in history. If you enjoyed this video and want more fascinating stories like this, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Also, let us know in the comments which historical figure or business icon you'd like us to explore next. Until then, stay curious, stay inspired, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.